Recently, I saw on CCTV a documentary when you were in the US in Seattle, and then you were talking together with your former colleague from Microsoft about when you were working on the Office, Microsoft Office project, and you worked for Microsoft for quite a few years before joining Ali. What I want to ask is this: when you came to work for Ali, how much of working for foreign companies you brought with yourself, and how much you had to change and adjust to working for a non-foreign company? And did it take you a long time? Was it challenging?
Actually, it's very challenging. You know, personally and professionally. And the personal is really it's a new environment for me. And but I'm a lot more talking about the professional. The things. The first thing, you know, what I learned from Microsoft a lot, and you know, I would say you will never understand the software until you work for Microsoft. That's what I want to say.
You still believe it nowadays?
Yeah. So I think that Microsoft is the only company in the world that really understand what is software, even though everybody knows this word. So this working at Microsoft given the opportunity that I really understand what is software, what it really means behind that. Just like, you know, everybody talking about internet, but only a very few come to really figure out what it is. So this is first thing. The second thing, you know, that's why Microsoft is a great company. The second thing is, you know, the first time as you see this program, I just got an idea why data is important. And so at that time, actually, you know, beside a lot of other internet company, Microsoft really gave me the opportunity to know, to have access to this huge amount of data actually they get through the internet. That's for sure. And the other thing, you know, the challenge I see from Microsoft is I finally understand why computing is important. So you probably can notice that actually I never said a word called computer.
Never. You always talk about computing first.
Yeah, so at that time, you know, people are talking about computer. That's why we have PC. So when I work at Microsoft, I basically talk to Microsoft people. We can still use the PC, but instead of called personal computer, we should say eventually it will be personal computing. It's still PC.
It's a local computing.
Yeah, it's a local computing.
It's a local computing.
So at Microsoft, I first proposed that we are going to have an era from personal computer to the personal computing. That's the first time I realized why the computing is important, not necessarily the computer. But you know that the Microsoft vision is bring every computer into the home. And this is a great vision. But you can see, you know, that's Bill's experience. When Bill visited Africa, they realized that, computer is irrelevant to most of people in Africa. That's why he starts doing something else.
Yes.
But then I realized that actually, you probably have never chance to bring the computer to every home in Africa. But you may have this opportunity to bring the computing to every home in Africa.